Good morning, class. Our topic for this morning is about separating mixtures. For the lesson 2, we have what are the benefits of separating the components of mixtures. So, 3/4 of Earth is covered with water, yet clean potable water have become so scarce and unavailable in many parts of the world. There is a need to find a way to make that ocean water more usable. So our Earth is composed or covered with water. So as you can see in the globe or the map, so we are surrounded by a lot of water. And yet, so ang sabi po ay gaano ba natin nasisigurado na magagamit natin yung mga water na nakapalibot sa atin? Okay, so first, we have separating the components of mixtures are helpful in many ways. So, sa paghihiwalay ng ating mga mixtures or any components of mixtures are helpful in many ways. So, ano-ano nga ba ito? Una, farming. So, farming is the act or process of working the ground, planting seeds, and growing edible plants. So, pag sinabi po nating farming, that is, we are going to planting trees, a lot of plants, and then at the same times, it is also a planting a seeds. And then, we need to wait until that plants grow. Okay, aside from that, it is also the harvest rice grains are placed in threshing machine to separate the grain from stalk. So, aside from that, na sa pag-farming po natin, that's the time na we are harvesting our plants. So, as you can see on the pictures, on the PPT, we have the harvester. So, ang harvester po ay mabilis na pamaraanan kung saan we can easily harvest the rice, okay, on the land. So, mapapadali po yung pag-harvest natin ng mga rice kapag tayo ay gagamit ng harvesting, wherein we separate the seed or yung palay or yung bunga ng palay sa kanyang katawan. So that is the best way on how we harvest easily. That is farming. Okay, we can easily separate the seeds to its body by using that harvester. Next, we have the household. Brewed leaves are separated from liquid teas by using a strainer. Filters are also installed in faucets to remove impurities. So, isa pa on how we separate the mixtures or the components of mixtures is filter. Okay, are you familiar? If you know, we also using the filter. Okay, filter sa sinasabi. Okay, kapag bibili tayo ng tubig sa may refilling station, sinasabi, okay, yung tubig niyo po na nanggaling doon ay pinifilter po nila. Okay, maraming proseso bago po nila yun ibenta. Kasi sinasala natin yung tubig hanggang tayo ay makaproduce ng pinakamalinaw na water. So, that is filter. Aside from that, if you are familiar with tea, okay, tayo, umiinom si teacher ng tea. Okay, mahilig din po ako ng tea. Okay, as you can see, meron dyang maliit na para siyang pouch dyan sa may loob ng tea. Okay, and then, hindi mo siya ibubuhos directly sa water. What you are going to do is you just peel off it of water. So, ilalagay mo lamang po doon yung water and then, magkakakulay na po siya because of that tea. That is one of a ways on how we separated the components of mixtures. Okay, next, we have industries. Petroleum refineries, petrochemical and chemical plants, and natural gas processing plants separate complex chemical mixtures through fractional distillation. So, ang mga malalaking industries, katulad ng paggawaan ng mga gasolina, yan, yung mga kerosene, yan po ay nag-undergo din ng a lot of process para makaproduce sila ng petroleum or yung mga chemicals na ginagamit natin sa pang-araw-araw. Okay. Yung lahat ng mga bagay na yan na ginagamit natin, usually we will use in everyday life and in our daily life. So it undergoes a lot of process before people using that things. Kasi po, hindi natin makikita yung refinery ng isang bagay kapag hindi po natin siya sinala. Okay po. So kailangan natin siyang salain so that it can give us the beauty. Okay, malalaman natin kung gaano nga ba ito kaganda. Okay, that is separating the mixtures. In rural areas, filtered spring water and comes from thick layers of sand and rocks is a good source of drinking water. Why is this so? Is the water in your house safe for drinking? So, kung mapapansin nyo sa mga rural areas, na pag sinabi nating rural areas, those are the places that can be found on the Highlander areas. Okay. Highlander areas is the source of water. So, yung mga tao nandoon po ay talagang kumukuha sila ng mga inuming tubig sa may mga kabundukan. And that kabundukan is may iba't iba silang layer ng bato, which is nakaka-produce ng mas malinaw na water. When you separate dirt from substances that you need, like water and the soil, you get the desirable product you need. Have you noticed that many of your store-bought water have passed through either distillation or fertilization? So, as I've said earlier, yung ibang mga iniinom natin, kung bibili tayo sa mga refilling station, dumadaan po sila sa mahabang proseso bago natin mainom yung pinakamalinaw or napaka-distilled water na sinasabi po natin. So, yung pag-filter po natin kasi nasasala dyan yung mga dumi. Okay, mga dumi-dumi ng tubig, iba't ibang mga dumi na makikita natin within that water. So, that is filterization. Okay. So, next. So, what is waste management? So, waste management is to reduce the adverse effects of waste on human health and environmental, planetary resource, and aesthetic. So, pag sinabi po natin waste management, yan yung pamamaraan ng mga tao para maiwasan ang masamang epekto sa ating kalusugan dulot ng iba't ibang uri ng mga basura. That is waste management. Okay, the proper way on how we dispose our waste. That is waste management. Okay, we have also the environmental protection. So the practice of protecting the natural environmental by individual groups and governments. So environmental protections. So when we say environmental protection, it is the practice. Okay, ito po yung ginagawa ng bawat isa sa atin on how we conserve our environment, on how we protect our environment. Example, okay, if in practicing and how we protect our environment, we have to think the best way on how we proper dispose our waste. Okay po, we have to segregate the biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Okay po, yung mga nabubulok at di nabubulok. That is one thing that we have to contribute on how we protecting our environment rather. So, sa governments natin, as you can see, kapag tayo ay nasa cities, meron tayong mga dump site na tinatapunan ng ating mga basura. Aside from that, we have the trucks. So, yung truck na yon from the local government's units, sila po yung nagko-collecta ng mga basura natin, ng mga waste natin. And then, it will throw to the dump site. And then, yung dump site na yon, they segregate the biodegradable and non-biodegradable and anything that the trucks gathered to our kabahayan, to our residents. Okay, sa pagtatapon po ng mga basura natin, okay, pagkukolekta ng sa LGU, okay, yung sinasabi ko kanina, so marami din pong proseso para masegregate yung mga basura. So, kailangan din po natin yung i-practice in our daily life. So, na especially gumagamit tayo ng iba't ibang uri ng mga plastic. That is one way of separating components of mixtures. That is one also on how we separate or dispose our waste. Okay, that's the end of our discussion for this lesson. So for your activity, you have to answer the following question. So what do you think is the long-term impact of using machines in harvesting agricultural products? And then you are going to explain your answer. How do water refilling stations ensure that the water they sell are clean and safe for drinking? So kailangan po nating alamin kung paano nga ba makaka-ensure yung mga refilling stations na sinasabi ko kanina, that it will ensure that the water they sell is clean and safe for drinking. So you are going also to explain your answer. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for listening.